Hello, beautiful light. I'd like to share something that happened to me a couple of nights ago. Now, if you're offended by bad language, you might want to turn this off now. Otherwise, carry on listening. So, I'd had a fairly peaceful evening. Before I went to bed, I went on to Telegram on my phone and I came across a post by a woman who is a reader in the Middle East. And she talked about potential war right across the planet. I read a couple of pages and then just switched it off and I thought, well, this isn't very helpful, certainly not positive. So turned off my phone, went to bed, did my meditation, did my clearing and did my protection. And I don't know how long I'd been asleep, but I woke up to feel an energy on top of me and I was completely pinned down on the bed by both arms and I couldn't move. So I knew this was a negative entity. So what did I do? I just shouted, "Fuck off." And it worked. The energy left my field and went. And I went back to sleep. Actually, I don't even think that I was asleep. I was kind of in a semi-sleep. The rest of the night, or for what felt like the rest of the night, I was in some kind of war zone and I was in a house with other people, but there were all these intruders that were trying to come through the door, like you've probably seen in the movies, so the arms keep coming in, the head keeps coming in, and I kept blocking them. I blocked them out. And I was with these other people and I seemed to be leading them in some way. We managed to keep out the intruders and then we escaped from the building through an underground tunnel. And I know that I had a gun and I was using it, so I had weapons. So we escaped and that's as much as I remember. So I'm sure that you know, as I very well know, that we have to be very careful about what we bring into our energy fields. We're very careful about what we engage with. Certainly we can't walk around in a bubble the whole time and ignore what's going on in the world. But we have to be discerning about what we bring into our field or what we engage with. And it's really, really important to be constantly cleansing our field, moving out any energy that is not ours and bringing our energy back to us if we've left it with anyone or in any place, but bring it back when in its pure form. Now, I've never been, and I think that's really important and kind of even more important now. There's wonderful things going on in the world, but there is a lot of darkness, of course, and the darkness is rising. It's all part of the purging, part of the ascension journey. And I have never been one to really focus on protection because my feeling always has been that if you're focusing on protection, then there's an element of fear there. So my practice of protection has always been pretty weak, really, other than when I'm working one-to-one with someone. So this was a bit of a lesson for me the other night, that I need to be a lot more aware, a lot more conscious of my field, especially when I go to sleep at night. So I'd just be interested to know how you feel about this and what kinds of protection that you do. So I use my own light. I use light language. In more recent times, I've been calling in dragons. I call the dragons in at night time to clear my field, to send light through the night wherever I'm journeying into my dream time. Now, I don't remember, did I do that a couple of nights ago? I can't remember. But the dragons, for me, feel right at this moment. And obviously, there's the old way of calling in the violet flame, or calling in Archangel Michael, or calling in your council of light, your guides. But anyway, I feel that I'm going to do things in a slightly different way now. I'm going to carry on using the dragons. I'm going to carry on doing my light language. And I am going to be much more conscious of how my field is before I go to bed at night, and making sure that my auric field is closed off, because there must have been a little gap in there the other night. Okay, I'm going to stop now. I will see you soon, sending you loads of love, and I'll just do a little bit of light language as well. Arimi karana chikara katsayan. Makenia koratsakania chukanavari moka. Morikatsala, komorikaliata, niechokaravasila ma kechekor kasfalana. Morokalekala, shalekanyala tukalana, orikolo samanga netu keshikavala, moriatsala yokonishea, koramasilaya, kopariachayo, kushiminiarakan, keramachai kutanyar titsalama. Lots of love.